During the ghoulish month of October, watching horror movies that take place around or on Halloween is kind of essential to us horror fans. These are my top 5 favorite horror movies to watch on Halloween. Number 5, Tales of Halloween. Tales of Halloween is a horror anthology released in 2015, and it's already one of my go-to Halloween movies. It features 10 stories of horror that take place in a small town on Halloween night. It offers up a nice variety of segments, from a killer jack-o'-lantern to a Jason-like slasher battling a cute alien. The majority of the segments hit the mark, and it does a nice job of creating a fun Halloween atmosphere. It's basically a collection of short Halloween-themed horror films, and it has a nice sense of humor woven in as well. You can tell the filmmakers who created this loved the Halloween season. Number 4, Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons, released in 1988, is an 80s classic. It follows a group of friends who throw a Halloween party at a possessed house and are promptly turned into demons. It features some fine Linnea Quigley TNA, some nice gross-out gags, and the film does a great job of capturing the spirit of Halloween.
Do you guys have sour balls?
Why, sure we do.
Too bad. I bet you don't get many blowjobs.
It's a fun, low-budget horror flick that plays out like a Halloween-themed Evil Dead. It's one of the better B-movies to come out of the 80s, and it's always fun to watch on October 31st. Night of the Demons 2 is also a worthy watch.
What's the matter, baby? Don't you want your sticky treat?
I'll take a little piece of that sunshine.
Number 3, Trick or Treat. Another horror anthology centered around Halloween night in a small town. Trick or Treat, released in 2007, is a well-made and seriously fun Halloween horror flick. It features some fun segments, a solid cast, and the film manages to balance horror and comedy. It does a great job of catching that Halloween vibe, and the film looks beautiful. There isn't a lame story in the bunch, and the way the stories all tie in together are seamless and well executed. Plus, it introduced us to the adorable horror icon that is Sam. Number 2, House of a Thousand Corpses. House of a Thousand Corpses is one of my favorite horror films not from the 1980s. Two couples on Halloween night are abducted, tortured, and killed after coming across the bizarre and terrifying Firefly family in the backwoods of Texas. Director Rob Zombie's debut is an entertaining and polarizing gonzo horror film that manages to pay respect to past horror cinema as well as creating his own unique and twisted vision. It's a disturbing flick that features memorable characters and a few genuinely fucked up moments. Bill Moseley is awesome and iconic as Otis.
Listen, you Malibu middle-class Barbie piece of shit, I'm trying to work here. Work? You ever work? Yeah, I'll bet you have. Scooping ice cream to your shit-heel friends on summer break. Well, I ain't talking about no goddamn white socks with Mickey Mouse on one side and Donald Duck on the other.
It's a sick and mean-spirited horror flick. The film has a lot of haters, but I think it's a well-made and well-realized shocker. House of a Thousand Corpses is horrific, and that's what makes it great. And who doesn't love Sherry Moon Zombie's ass? Number 1, Halloween. Surprise, bet you didn't see that coming. Halloween is a slasher classic and one of the greatest horror films ever made. It should be everyone's go-to Halloween flick. Really, any film from the franchise is a good choice to watch around the spooky holidays. Well, except Resurrection.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It kickstarted the slasher boom of the 80s and created a pop horror icon of Michael Myers. It's a horror film that never gets old and is a great way to end the Halloween night.